Hey guys, what's up? We want to do a totally new segment for you. We want to be able to show you the incredible, expressive love of God, but we want to show you that through our life. Today, we're going to tell you about our first date. Jessie and I went out on our first date, well, her first date, with me, but we weren't dating one another.
We weren't together.
She went out on a date with my best friend. My best friend had just broken up with a girl that he'd been dating in high school years for about 3 years.
Forever.
3 years, so that's forever.
Forever never seems that long
Okay,
until you're
he'd been dating
on.
her for about 3 years, and he broke up with her, and he said, dude, he didn't break up with her. She broke up with him, broke his heart. He was crushed. And he said, is there anybody that I can go? I think I'm ready to date again. High school. I think I'm ready to date again. I said, dude, let me check. So I went and scouted out the entire school, and I said, there's one. There's one that if I wasn't going out with a girl right now, there is one that she is hot, man. She is funny, man. You cannot let this opportunity pass you by. And so he said, sure, dude, I'll ask her out. He asked her out, and I said, man, I'll go with you. We'll double date. We went to the Gulch, which was the happening spot.
Montana's first.
Montana's first, and then the Gulch. Picked them up together. Bam. So what happened, babe?
It was awful. He wasn't quite ready to date again. He was great. He's really nice. Love Gavin.
He's a stand-up
Super
dude.
cool guy. Just, we didn't click. But me and Jared did.
We did.
But he had a girlfriend. So,
I had a girlfriend.
You know.
It wasn't like that. It was just, I found her absolutely
As a friend.
fascinating. The stories that she told, Gavin and I would tease because she was so forthcoming. She had had an accident, story for another time. She had had an accident and was in the hospital, and they thought that she had died, so she was just telling all of these stories, and they were fairly recent. They were in the last couple of years, and we found her so transparent that it was just like, it was almost
They
like,
didn't know what to do with me.
what do you do with that? She just shares every bit of her life. That was a little much for him on date one.
So sad.
You know what was sad was, did he call you?
No. He didn't call me the next day. And that's apparently a sign that they don't like you.
Gav,
He didn't call me.
my man.
But
Hey,
it's fine. It
thanks,
worked
buddy.
out.
You did me a solid.
No, me and Jared didn't talk again for years.
Years.
Really. And then we stumbled upon each other on MySpace.
That's right.
MySpace.
The new happening thing they call MySpace. I can feel it coming in
That was
the
his
air
profile
tonight. I talked to my buddy Gavin and said, man, there's nobody who doesn't have kids or who isn't already in a relationship or isn't married and then out of a relationship. I'm looking for somebody special, somebody, and they just don't exist. And he said, hey man, I know a guy. Do you remember that girl that we went out with, like a double date? She was just so open and forthcoming about all of her stories and stuff. I'm like, yeah, man, I totally remember her. He said, well, actually, she's still single. Well, she goes to the church that I go to. You should give her a call. You should find her on Facebook. MySpace.
He found me.
I found her.
He looked me up.
I hit her up. I said, hey, boo.
Come on, boo, give me a kiss. Come on.
He would never. He would never. We talked for 3 months on MySpace, and I gave him my phone number. Did you call me?
Okay, here's the deal. We're not even getting to the first date. This is important, though. She gave me her number, right? And we'd been talking. I'd been asking her about school and stuff. And she said, I was going on a trip in the northern part of California to return a plane. And she said, if you go to the beach, our relationship is still new. It's a little fledgling,
tiny
little bitty.
baby.
And I'm trying to play at my best, put my best foot forward, play my best side, my best hand, whatever all those words are. And I go up there. I didn't go to the beach.
So he didn't call me.
What was I supposed to say? I'm at the beach.
Yes.
Shh.
You call.
We continued to talk. I decided I didn't want to start a relationship going into a deployment. I knew it would be several months away from her, and I didn't want to tie her down like that.
And I was talking to God, and I was saying, if I really want to practice being a good wife someday, then I need to respect his decision and be on board with it 100%.
I went out one day with my dad to kind of say goodbye to him before I deployed. We're going to go hang out as guys. We're going to go see a movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, like 3. I think there's like 8 now. Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Had dinner at Chili's, and I was texting Jessie. And I said, hey, what are you up to? And she says,
I'm shopping.
hey, girl, I'm over at Chili's. I'm eating with my dad. Where are you?
I'm at Kohl's.
Cool. Wait, Kohl's where?
Weatherford.
Say, I'm at Chili's in Weatherford. My dad was like, come on, dude.
We were
I know
literally,
you're
those
not-
buildings are like side by side.
If you know Weatherford, Chili's, Kohl's. My dad was like, come on, dude. When are you going to have an opportunity like this to go meet this girl that you always talk about? And I was like, fine. We'll meet at Kohl's. I went into Target. I was trying to put it off. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Finally, we text her and I said, hey, I'll meet you. I'm headed over. I'll meet you in Kohl's. I'll be there in a minute.
So excited.
I remember her face whenever she walked around the corner of like the clothing aisle and saw me for the first time. I remember her face.
I was just so shocked because I thought, I laid it down. We weren't going to see each other for 5 more months until he got back, and I'd accepted it. I was sad about it, but I'd accepted it. And then he shows up at Kohl's in Weatherford, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
I felt the same way. I was like, all right, big guy.
This is it.
If she's in the same town, I'm in the same town, same time, which I lived in Abilene at the time.
I lived in Stephenville.
And she lived in Stephenville. So for us to be right next to each other, texting each other, she didn't say, hey, I'm heading to Weatherford.
Nope.
I'm heading to Weatherford. Nothing like that.
Nope.
It was totally a God moment. And then my dad was like, man, you guys are hitting this thing off. So, like, I'm going home. Dad, fist bump. Boom. Ended up going with Jessie to the movies. It was the beginning of the end of the beginning.
He said it sold out because first his dad went to go buy a 3rd ticket, and there wasn't a 3rd ticket, so that's why he gave me his ticket.
For clarification.
For clarification. We did not hold hands at the movies.
No.
Very disappointed.
Oh, is that thing? Where your hands are just like this, and not even this,
Nope, nothing.
not even this little.
On the
nothing.
way home, he grabbed my pinky, and
Like
it
this.
was fireworks.
It was
Literal
over.
fireworks. Like
Insert fireworks.
electricity inside my body, and that was it. I love the story of our first date because it just really shows the very beginning stages of God's love and our relationship.
First date. Love at first sight.
True love. Real love.
And love.
No.
True love. We'll see you in the next one. Hopefully this encouraged you, brought you a little bit closer to experiencing
What's
the love
next?
of God through our lives. We're going to share our lives with you. Hang on for the ride. I love you.
If you want to know more of our story, hit subscribe.
Yeah. Hey, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things that you're supposed to do. You know how this YouTube thing works, but we really do appreciate it. More importantly, if you want to share a story or a similar experience or what's going on in your world, we really would like to connect with you. So just go ahead and leave a comment in the section below and let's start this conversation. We want to do life together. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Like this.